Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the number 13 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Street. Let's get this thing underway. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Looking to throw. It's Hayden. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's incomplete that time. Just out of reach of the receiver. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
He's back to throw again on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
Here he goes. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
PAT makes it 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. There's such a living history to this rivalry game, Kirk. They began playing back in 1893 and so many dramatic chapters since then.
You know, growing up in the Big Ten region, I always had an appreciation for the Iron Bowl, watching Auburn and Alabama every year. But really, it wasn't until 1996, my first year on College Game Day, when you and I were down there, watched it firsthand. It was my first experience in seeing it, and there's just nothing like watching Auburn and Alabama in person. Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Short pass finds the tight end. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big game. This offense set up with a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Didn't take long for this offense. First couple minutes of the game, already a red zone opportunity. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's 1st and goal right there.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
No gain makes it 2nd down and goal from the 5. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Good job by the offensive line. You get some positive yards, but not quite into the end zone. Now we're going to have a 3rd and goal.
They come up 2 yards of the goal line. Can they punch it in here on 3rd down? And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. When he's got some space here. He goes out of bounds. They'll spot the ball at the 41. Excellent starting field position. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. This scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Hayden. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
The shotgun running play call. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up fourth down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
What a job by this quarterback here on fourth down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Makes a quick catch. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Tight end goes in motion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that's skilled.
He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown. touchdown, tie. They were not going to catch him that time.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. Quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Went after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And the single back takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to throw. It's Hayden. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
It's a good job by the defense here on this third down, and now it's going to bring up a big fourth down play and a decision here for the head coach.
They'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot this around the 35-yard line. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. Quick throw. The catch is made. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield with the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So after a competitive, fun first quarter, we are all even. Let's check out some of the stats from that first period. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Third down play here out of the shotgun. The receiver makes the catch. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Breaks into the clear. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Just a tremendous play here by the corner. Yeah, the offense does complete the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a nice form tackle while driving that offensive player back in the process.
Ball back at the 6 for 2nd and goal off that loss. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Intercepted in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kurt.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Grab down the middle. It's Graves. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Back to pass. It's Hayden. Caught over the middle. It's Graves. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the right side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff. Has the 1st down and more. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. 1st down now at the 40.
Well, that is a 1st down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I'll tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll give it to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Auburn now operating in the red zone. He hands it off from the gun. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hayden. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they jump back in front.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
They'll run it from the gun. Gets some space and on the 30. Now here he goes. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That's the RPO caught to the right. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down.
Yeah, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Back to throw again. Caught by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Here's the handoff. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Scanning the field. It's Hayden. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. And here comes a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? He's got it, looking for the end zone. Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now. Coming up, second down and goal. Looking to score, they'll win it to the right side. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. Dropping back. It's Hayden. He's hit as he throws it. What a catch! And he's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. No huddle now for the offense.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Oh, what a grab! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, and a chance to turn that into points just before halftime.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The kickoff team out there now to get the second half underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Tackle is made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Comes some time. Way too much speed in that play. And look out now. The Tide are beginning to really roll. This is getting away from the Auburn Tigers right now.
Yeah, kind of a game of momentum. Alabama has had the upper hand, and now after this score, you're right, this thing could get out of reach.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. They're going to run it here. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Grab behind the line. It's Braves. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And there's the handoff. And he stopped after game. Yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. 1st down from the 30.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
On 1st down, it's play action. He escapes the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh. Would he love to have that one back? Open receiver downfield, and he misses him. That's where you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw. It's Hayden. This time it's complete. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. 1st down from the 15.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And it falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Defense is coming after him. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. He was perfect on his first attempt, but this is tougher from 49 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, the margin is still 18, a 3-possession game.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
QB keeper all the way. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Important 2nd down play coming up. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He lets it rip. Finds the receiver wide open. He brings him down, but it's a big play all the way to the 43. That puts him over 150 yards today. Kirk, we knew he was going to be a focus coming in, but he has backed up the hype and then some.
Yeah, he sure has, Chris. I mean, all year long, he's been a dynamic playmaker. I'd argue one of the top in the entire country. And now in a rivalry game to be able to do this, boy, it says a lot about him.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught. Completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Running with purpose. Touchdown, tie. They are pouring it on now.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. To throw, it's Hayden. Catch made across the middle by the running back. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26. A new set of downs after that completion. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. They got him again. He's like a statue back there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense choosing to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw over the middle. He's picked for a third time tonight. Now he's bringing it back. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
The wide receiver coming in motion now. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. He's got it in the open. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about. So the call on the defense declined, of course, and the touchdown will stand. Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Jackson. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. poor starting field position here for the offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, here we are in the second half, and this run defense is living up to their billing as a top 10 run defense. This running back can't get anything going and is still yet to break 20 yards on the ground for the game.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Hayden. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a 4th pick. Brings up 3rd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
They convert on 3rd down and move the football to the 25. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in this second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion. It's a shotgun run call. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the quarterback dropping back. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. And he will head out of bounds after a huge pickup on the ground.
Huge chunk play here by the quarterback, keeping the ball himself, rips off some nice yards. And my question is, Chris, where's the defense? Where's the pursuit? This guy has the ability to hurt you and hurt you in a big way with his legs. The defense may be underestimating the speed that he has.
Second down play coming up. And the quarterback keeps it here. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? He shreds the tackle. Only a short gain in that run. Defense able to pen him in.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. First down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Fighting him off. Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Looking to throw again. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll run it here. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
First down for the offense.
And here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the running back. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried.
Touchdown, Tigers! This offense really clicking.
Well, you could tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And he knocks through the PAT. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
Well, they didn't really have much of a choice. Had to go with his onside kick, but as we all know, such a low chance of actually recovering this. It was likely their only option if they wanted to get another shot at trying to get the football back.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Handoff in a single back formation. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but that is a crucial first down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the...